Manifesting a specific person is literally the best thing you could ever do. And you are absolutely not messing with anyone else's free will when it comes to manifesting a specific person. And I actually wanted to just talk to you really quickly about that because whenever we're manifesting anything we want, we always have people in our external reality telling us we can or we cannot do this. And I'm sure you guys have found people or coaches or individuals, or maybe your friend, someone telling you you shouldn't manifest you're a specific person because you're messing up their free will. What about what they want? What about the life that they desire, right? And this is a really prominent question, right? And you may be even asking yourself right now, like, I really want to know the answer to that. And we're going to get to it. And so the first thing, though, we need to remember, never let anyone in your reality place their own limiting beliefs on you. Because that's what's happening when someone tells you you can't do something or you shouldn't manifest this or manifest that because of free will or whatever. Like, right? Like, think about your phone. Do you worry about the free will of your phone when you got it? You would say, no, my phone would have an absolutely awesome time being with me, right? It's the best place for my phone to be. You would never second guess it. And the idea of free will, so your specific person, you know that they are going to have the best life ever with you. Who else could be a better partner to them than you, right? That's something we need to know and we need to believe. And the reason that when someone comes up on your TikTok feed or your YouTube feed and they say free will is you can't manifest because of free will, it's actually hitting on our self-concept because someone with a high self-concept doesn't understand that question at all. And I'm going to say right now, you have the ability to snap into that state. And I'll give you a really, really good example to showcase this, that if you guys have been on my live, I made it up or thought of it in a live one time. And I was like, I need to tell more people about this. But in essence, the concept of free will is acting on our own, I don't want to say insecurity, but our self-concept, our belief that we can't do it, right? We're probably in seeing some things that aren't going the way that we want. And then when someone says something like that, we're like, are they actually right? Am I wasting my time? No, they are not right. You can have your specific person, I guarantee you, and it is the hope and the faith and the assuming that you already have it that is the power. And so I want you to think of a quick example, and the example I use that's going to instantly flip this frame of mind. And when you guys start hearing this idea everywhere, know that we heard it here first, because this is such a profound, groundbreaking, life-changing idea that if you just think about, it's going to completely destroy this argument that you're not meant to receive exactly what you want right here and right now in your reality. So I want you to take a moment, and here's the example, and think about a less than positive feeling. So think of sadness, so think of depression, think of poverty, right? Think of those, non-abundance. And if free will, right? Free will is our, everybody has free will. In that case, we all have the choice or desire. We could be sad. We could be happy. We could be depressed. We could be abundant. We could be in poverty. We could be wealthy, right? The free will is the choice of the feeling, right? That's what we would say free will is. The choice to feel in any way you want right now. But I want you to take, for example, right now, if let's say, so me and you, I go play the lottery and I win $2 million. Okay? I won $2 million and I was like, you know what? Because you were watching my video and we were talking, I'm going to give you $1 million of that. We're going to split it right down the middle and I'm going to give you $1 million. What's your reaction? Right now, you're like, that'd be great. You'd be like, I love you, Kyle, right? You'd be so happy and so abundant. And what you would not say, though, is, you know what, Kyle? Screw you. You took away my free will to feel poor. You took away my free will to feel sad and feel depressed and feel anxious. That's something you would not do. And you're even surprised that I probably even said that right now. You're like, yeah, why would I say that, right? That would be a gift, a great, awesome, amazing gift. And I'd love to split it with you. But that's something you would not say. So then why do we say that about our specific person? Why is you being with them, if the whole context of free will, if you being with them, the concept of free will only works if you being with them is bad, right? Because then who wouldn't accept $1 million? Even if you're a millionaire, you'd accept $1 million. Even if you're a billionaire, you'd accept another $1 million, right? So it's like the concept of worrying about free will, of I'm messing up someone's free will, is only on the basis that we feel we could potentially make their life worse, but you're not. You're making their life 1,000,000 times more. And just as willing as you are to accept $1 million, you are the $1 million to your specific person. They are so happy and so abundant when we fulfill our total feeling and express that abundance and positivity and love. We are that $1 million, right? And your specific person's not going to say, screw you, you took my free will to have someone less than you. Screw you, you took my free will to be sad and be go to Christmas alone without my spouse, right? Like, are you guys getting it? Like, it's so bizarre to me that this whole concept of, because a lot of people have questioned it, and of course, we're all going to have worries and anxieties. That's totally normal. But it is crazy to me to think that we could ever, like, the free will concept is always grounded in the belief that we would somehow make our SP's life worse. And that's like a seed, right? We plant a seed that has that belief in it. Everything from every belief, every fruit that grows from that tree, from that belief seed, is going to have to support it. So if we have this idea, we can't mess up our free will, because if you sustain this belief, it is within it so secretly, so sly, it's going to bring with it this feeling that you're not good enough, right? And then every fruit. And so if right now you are worrying about free will in your manifestation, you have planted that seed with that belief of free will, and then the awesome, amazing apple tree or peach tree or whatever that grew out of it, you're eating the apples, which are your manifestations, going, why doesn't this taste good? And you're bringing in all this stuff. Like, how can we change the taste of this apple? Why am I not getting the successes with my specific person that I'm desiring? And that's because the apple is not the problem. The manifestation that you're receiving is perfect to our assumptions, right? If we're not feeling good enough, then that's the reality we see. But if we look back at the seed we planted with the concept of belief of free will, we understand that the whole belief brings with it secretly this worry of self-concept, okay? And really though, when I was thinking about this and I was like, divine guidance, I'm just speaking it. I was blowing my own mind thinking about it, because I'm like, it's so true that people, whenever you're worrying about anyone who says anything about free will, doesn't feel like they're the best option. Because, like, right? It's your specific person is so lucky, so happy, so desiring for you to be in their life, okay? And never, ever forget that. So don't worry about free will, right? That's only you assuming maybe I'm not the best option. Maybe they could get someone better. Because again, when I win this $2 million and I split it and give you $1 million, you're not going to say, screw you for taking away my free will of being sad, depressed, lonely, in poverty, right? You're not going to say that. You're going to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You saved my life. And that's what your specific person is going to say when you show up. So hopefully this idea was as groundbreaking for you as it was for me when I was thinking about it. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you did have any personal questions you wanted to send me, you can always head over to kyleaugustcoaching.com. But again, thank you guys so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow.